This is it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You're come in as me. You're in. It's going to be a little delayed.
That's fine. Are you going to do anything?
No one's in yet.
Mm.
Now they are. Hello. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm doing good, Jess. I have a question for you, Jess. Would you be interested in joining the stream? Me asking you a few questions and just having some fun talking to each other about cartridges. You don't have to do it, but if you're interested, let me know. My wife is saying I need to start talking. Oh, I don't know, maybe. Okay. You think about it, and I'll send you a link if you want to do it. I think it could be fun. Anyway, what I wanted to try something new is to have you guys, the subscribers, come on and we can chat with a live video. So if anyone is interested in that, I thought it'd be kind of fun. So not a lot of people on right now. My wife's looking at me like I'm an idiot.
I just think Austin needs to talk more in the beginning of his lives.
I don't have much to talk about right now.
Okay, so what's your favorite cartridge?
Mine, probably the Weatherby 300.
And why is it your favorite?
It's because it's the one I have.
Well, besides the fact that it's the one you have.
Because
does it shoot well?
Yeah, it shoots pretty well. It's extremely fast.
Is it that cup and core bullet? No, it's not.
No, you don't know what you're talking about.
No. Okay, what's your most underrated bullet?
Underrated cartridge.
Oh, okay.
340 Weatherby mag.
And why?
Not a lot of people use it.
So why is that underrated?
Because it's extremely powerful.
Okay.
But a lot of people probably wouldn't handle it because it kicks a bit more than my 300 Weatherby.
It kicks more than your 300 Weatherby? I
Yeah.
have never heard a gun so loud. Not that I'm a gun enthusiast, but whenever Austin shoots that thing, it is awful. Okay, so why did you start your gun channel?
Well, I bought my 300 Weatherby and I started looking up YouTube stuff on it. And there was like a combination of like 5 videos on it. And then one of my favorite YouTubers, he's no longer on YouTube, really. It's really kind of sad. Hunt Simple.
Why is he not on YouTube anymore?
I don't know. He just deleted his channel.
Like the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I thought, hey, this guy's a pretty normal dude.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy a lot of his videos. I could probably do it. So he was probably a big inspiration for why I made one.
Mm.
Oh, and you had made a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, yeah, why not? I'll try it.
So I thought the same thing. I watched somebody on YouTube and I was like, these are like normal people that I could be friends with.
Mm-hmm.
And they have YouTube channels, so why not start one? And you started yours like what, 2 weeks after?
2 weeks after yours.
Yeah. Yours has done extremely well. Mine not so much. Okay, what is your dream rifle and cartridge?
Yes. My dream rifle is a Mark V Deluxe, chambered in 340 Weatherby mag.
Okay, so explain that.
Okay, so a 340 Weatherby is just a 300 Weatherby case, necked up to 340.
Keep going.
And then I just love the look of the Weatherby rifles.
Over all other guns?
Yeah, their Deluxe, which is just like a wood stock, is one of the best looking guns, I think. Jess says, I really liked Hunt Simple. I think he was very hot on YouTube's gun rules. Hunt Simple never tried to be monetized, so I don't think he had any issues with YouTube rules, unless you're talking about something else. But from what I know, he never tried to be monetized.
Okay. My last question is, what's your most overrated cartridge?
What do I think is the most overrated cartridge? I'm going to go with something different other than the 6.5 Creedmoor.
Is that normally what people say?
A lot of people dislike it. I'm going to actually have to go with the 243 Winchester.
You think that's overrated?
I do.
Why? I feel like I've heard your dad say that before.
No.
Oh, okay.
He definitely hates the 6.5 Creedmoor, but not the 243. I just don't think it's as versatile as a lot of people make it out to be. Okay. So obviously it's a really good varmint cartridge, but it's kind of light on deer, but obviously a lot of people use it back east on whitetail. But I don't know. Maybe it's because my 243 that I have isn't very good. It's not a very good rifle. I can't get it to shoot very well. So that's a little biasy.
Okay. Have fun.
That's more. My wife. How's everyone doing? Comments are coming in a little slow. Oh, yes. I have this new feature. Okay.
Read it out loud what they say. Oh, cool.
Jess says, I have a 257 Weatherby, but I've never been into the 243 Win, but I know they work. Yeah. I know it's a good rifle, good cartridge, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it. So, what do you think, Jess? Do you want to come join the stream? I can send you a link. If you don't want to, it's totally fine. For those that are just tuning in, I have a new plan, hopefully that works, is I would like to bring you guys on to talk with you in the chat with a video. So show you up on the screen. If anyone wants to do that, let me know. All right, Jess, here's your question for you. What do you think is the most underrated cartridge? And what's your dream rifle and cartridge? And what would it be chambered in? Ooh. Things are a little slow right now.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Okay. Jess says, most underrated 280 Remington, but you kind of got to be a handler to achieve its full potential. Yeah. What about your dream rifle and what caliber would it be in?
What'd you say to me?
Things are a little slow. It's okay. It's a slow night.
A Monday night.
It's a Monday night. People are hanging out.
Do you want me to ask personal questions?
How personal?
Or does it have to be gun related?
No, I guess it doesn't. You might lose viewers though.
What? Nobody wants to know about reloading Weatherby? Okay. What was your first gun that you ever purchased or had?
That I personally purchased?
Have you ever bought a gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought two.
Okay.
Real quick, Hey, Gary. Hi there, just joining the chat. Welcome. This is my wife.
Hi, Gary.
And Jess says, I really want to do a custom 7mm 300 Weatherby, probably in a Mark V, maybe when I shoot out one of my 300 Weatherbys. That'd be pretty sweet. So, yeah, that'd be really cool. Okay, so the first gun that I bought was a 223 Remington.
And why did you pick that one out of all of them?
Because I wanted my son to be able to shoot it without being afraid of recoil. He's a little recoil sensitive.
Do you think he still is recoil sensitive?
Yeah, he shot the 270 and hasn't shot it since.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I had him shoot a 270 and he did it, but he didn't really like it. All right, Nathan. Seiko Finlight 300 Win Mag, very versatile. Nice. I assume that's your dream rifle.
And why is that so nice?
Seiko makes really nice rifles.
Oh, and why are they nice? Just like you said about the wooden barrel thing?
No, not a wooden barrel. That would be a little bit destructive. She doesn't know anything. She's from Washington.
Stop. It's not that I'm from Washington. It's that my husband randomly knows all these things about guns and cartridges and has never told me. And then
I have never told her that they make wooden barrels.
Okay, so what's the thing you said earlier about wooden something?
A wooden stock.
Stock.
Yes.
Like I would have remembered that.
Right. Okay. Gary says hi to Mrs. Reloading Weatherby.
Hi, Gary. Oh, wait, I already said hi to him.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Nathan says, love the Seiko action. So that's like the bolt that you chamber the bullet in.
Oh, I know what that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jess, gonna have to get your boy a 7mm 08. Load down some 120s for him.
What does that mean?
It's a smaller cartridge, and then 120 is the grain of the bullet, and then load it down so it's not going as fast.
So if you load it down so it's not going so fast, it has less recoil.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore,
I should just load down the 270, which I haven't.
Wait, so you've made really big cartridges and
No, I haven't really loaded down the 270. I'm trying to get it to be more accurate. It's not very accurate right now. But
So if our son, I guess I shouldn't say his name, if our son had something like a 7mm 8,
7mm 08,
it would be better for him.
a little better. There's not a huge difference between the two.
So my question is, should he just toughen up or, okay, yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Yes, he just needs to toughen up. Okay, what I offered to Jess and whoever else is here, if you guys have missed it, one of the new things I want to do is invite people into the video chat and just talk about cartridges. So that might be something you might not want to do or something you might want to do. Let me know. I think it'd just be fun to involve more of you guys into this stuff. Okay. Nathan asks, what's your thoughts on the 33 Nosler? I think it's one of the more...
I have no thoughts on it. Sorry.
Thanks. I think it's... I don't know. It leaves me unimpressed. Because a lot of the Noslers are hot rods. They're fast. And in some cases, like leading the velocity in their caliber. But the 33 is in between the 338 Win Mag and the 340 Weatherby. It's decent. It's pretty good, I guess. But it's nothing, I don't know. It doesn't impress me. Okay, Gary, love the smaller 6.5s for the low recoil and would be my choice for your boy. I have a 260 and my wife, a 6.5 by 55, 85 to 160 grain bullets. H4895 is fantastic for loading down even in your 270. I wish I had that powder. What cartridge do you want?
Me?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't think I would ever personally buy a gun. That's just not my thing. But I love that my husband has a good hobby, that he gets to spend time with his family.
Internet friends.
Oh no, your family, like when you go hunting and stuff and shooting. Yeah. He goes with his brother and his dad and his dad and his brothers and our son. So I don't know if I would ever buy a gun, but I think it's cool that Gary's wife has a gun. I have a sister-in-law who really likes shooting, so I think it's cool.
My dad gave me, Jess says, my dad gave me an old Stevens 30-30 bolt action for my first gun, killed my first 2 deer with it, then bought myself a used Savage 110 and 7 mag. Been in love with the Magnum cartridge ever since. I'm pretty sure, Jess, your favorite is the 7mm Rem Mag, right? Gary, I would pick the 338 Win Mag or 340B over the 330 or over the 33 Nosler. I agree. Jess says, me too, Gary. There's nothing wrong with the 33 Nosler, but it's just, I think it's more expensive than, it might be more expensive than the 340 Weatherby with less performance. Gary's wife's gun is a Tika T3, and it's super accurate, of course. I bet it's also super light.
Is it important for women to have lighter guns?
There's more recoil, but it's less weight to carry.
I hate the recoil part, though.
So you'd probably want a heavier gun. But the 6.5 cartridges don't really kick, so I don't know.
Wait, so is it the heaviness of the gun or the cartridge that makes it kick more?
Well, it's
A combination of both?
the case, how much powder it has in it, and what size bullet it's shooting. And if it's a heavier gun, the recoil won't be as bad. But if it's a lighter gun, the recoil will be worse.
I didn't understand any of that, but that's okay.
Okay. Great. I have 2 Seiko 338 Win Mags. Yes, I'm a Seiko freak. Make good guns.
Wait, why are you a Seiko freak, though?
It's like, why is someone a big Ford fan or why is someone a big Chevy fan?
Are you comparing guns to cars?
Well, yeah, people are very loyal to brands.
I would say you are reloading Weatherby.
I only have one Weatherby gun, though.
I guess that's a good point.
Jess, the Nosler cartridges scare me. Really expensive brass. So why does it scare you? I get that it's really expensive brass. I've looked at getting 300 Weatherby brass, and it's more expensive to get it from Nosler than it is Weatherby, which is surprising. Okay, Nathan answers your question. Why he's a Seiko freak.
Finish quality 60-degree bolt throw. What? What does that mean?
It's a very high quality rifle.
Okay.
And then the bolt throw is how far you have to lift up to eject or put in
Your shell.
Yeah. Mine is much more than 60.
So if your bolt throw is less degrees, does it make it?
So you don't have so if you have a big scope, sometimes your bolt will hit it.
Oh.
Like a wide scope. So
cool.
With the smaller degree
then
bolt
it
throw,
doesn't.
you don't have to worry about it.
Cool.
Okay, Lakeview Outdoors. I'll take a 280 AI or a 7mm Rem mag for just about any big game in North America. And I think you're very justified. Both of those are great cartridges. Even though both of them are on my overrated list, I still think they're really awesome. I should probably redo that or just delete it. Whoop. Okay. It is, and I've been forbidden to change it in any way. We started with H4895 and worked up, and she has no problem with recoil. A good recoil pad helps to even with a small 6.5. So he's talking about the recoil of the cartridges for his wife.
Nice. Does your wife actually like shooting? Does she go with you? No complaints? Like maybe she grew up with guns?
She didn't grow up with guns.
Just
it's
wondering.
Really sad.
It's not sad.
Yes, it is.
It's okay for husbands and wives to have different hobbies.
All right, Jess, just don't want to buy one and have it fizzle out. If I do a 7mm 300 Weatherby, I can just neck down the 300 Weatherby brass. Yeah. Hillbilly, Sabbath loads for 300 mag. For like 300 Win mag. 6.5, laugh out loud.
What's a 6.5?
It's a caliber.
Oh, okay.
It's a lighter caliber. Very popular right now.
Mm.
So it's all the craze.
It's all the craze? Why?
Because they don't kick and they have high BC bullets.
Wait, so a 6.5 isn't a cartridge? It's
That's
a
just
gun.
the diameter of the bullet,
Hmm.
or what they say it is. So,
Nice.
300 Weatherby. Ooh, I bet those Sabbath rounds are going fast. Okay, Jess, this is for you, Libby. Oh, sorry, wife. My wife is not interested in guns at all. It'd be cool if she was, but I'm okay with it being my thing.
Thank you, Jess. I think that's great. I mean, I think I'm more okay with guns now than I ever was before. Like, I never wanted guns in my house. I never wanted Austin to buy more guns. Guns are expensive. Anyway, so I agree. I think it's okay to have different hobbies.
Nathan says Seiko gun stocks design helps with managing a recoil. Winchester 338 Win Mag stocks dick the crap out of me. Kick
Excuse
the crap out of you?
This needs to be a G-rated. We're on YouTube here.
That's what it says.
I know.
You should clarify, Nathan. What's the cheapest way to do Sabbath? I don't know. I'm not the person to talk to about it, unfortunately. I think my 130 grain TTSX is Sabbath enough. Okay, Jess says, my wife doesn't know how expensive they are. Shh. See, she does the finances, so I can't get anything past her. Okay, Gary says she never grew up hunting, but she eventually wanted to try it. She likes deer hunting in nicer weather, but not cold weather hunting or bear at any time. Laugh
She
out loud.
likes to go bear hunting?
No, she doesn't.
Not cold weather hunting.
She doesn't want cold
bear.
weather hunting or bear hunting.
Okay, good. Okay.
And then, good.
Wait, go back to Gary's.
Okay.
She never grew up hunting. So when she tried it, she liked it. I almost went hunting with Austin this year, but then it was going to be how cold? Like
11 degrees.
And so
It was miserable.
I did not want to go do that.
Yeah, she almost went the first day
Mhm.
for hunting, but we decided it would probably be a terrible idea because it snowed so much and it was so cold.
But good weather hunting. I mean, maybe I would like it. I like hunting. I'm not hunting. I like hiking and.
She likes being in the outdoors.
Right.
Okay, Hillbilly. I haven't seen any Sabbath done in 300 Weatherby mag. Will they stabilize where we can find the Sabbath? I don't know if they'll stabilize. Okay, so Gary says he's in Canada.
What?
So he has lots of bears. He's in BC.
Oh, man. BC, that's the only place in Canada I've ever been to. I went to Vancouver and Victoria Island because I grew up in Washington State. But, man, so the good weather that you go hunting in, is that like a couple months during the summer? Does your wife go in cold weather at all? Anyway.
I don't have anything in 6.5 to 64. I've been anti-new cartridge, but I'm kind of interested in the 6.5 PRC. Seems like a well-rounded cartridge in the 6.5 category. Yeah, I think it is. My dad got one, as I've said before. And so I haven't had a chance to shoot it yet, but he likes it so far. He hasn't really shot it either, though. Nathan, 33 Nosler brass on Nosler's website is $108 a box of 25 each. Ouch. Yeah, really expensive. Really expensive. Okay, this one's for you, Libby.
From Eastern Washington. So I grew up in Vancouver, Washington. Western Washington. So what part are you from, Jess? I love Washington. And in fact, if Austin didn't grow up in Utah and want to live here for the rest of his life, I think I would have wanted to go back. But my family,
Her family's crazy, or I don't mind Washington at all. I just don't want to deal with her family.
but Jess, maybe we can come visit you when we go to Washington. Wait, so what part did you grow up in?
It takes a little while.
Oh.
I think there's that delay.
Mm.
Okay, Gary, she has gone for elk in the Peace River in the cold and didn't like it. We can hunt deer in the Queen Charlotte's, and it doesn't get cold there, kind of like Vancouver Island.
Oh, nice.
Does it rain a lot?
Which is really pretty up there, though, too.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite thing about Washington is how green and pretty it is. And so Canada, that's what I remember. I remember it raining a little bit. We were on a ferry over to Vancouver Island or Victoria Island, and it was great. Haha, Jess, you did grow up in Vancouver. Oh, no. I'm from
Grays Harbor.
My dad grew up in Vancouver. Drove a long trip down the coast. I love my job, but traffic. Oh yeah, the traffic in the Northwest is awful. Austin always complains about how slow it is.
Well, driving through Oregon, the speed limit's 55. It's terrible. I'm used to like at least 70.
Yeah.
Okay, this is about the rain. It does rain. We take a ferry over from the mainland.
Nice.
Sweet.
I think that would be so cool to go hunting in Canada. And I mean, I think Utah hunting is
Too busy.
Well, no, I was going to say some of the...
Too many people hunt here.
It's so pretty and going through all the nature. I mean, even though you didn't get anything, the hikes and the videos that you got from your hunt were beautiful.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's always just nice to get up there, even if you don't get anything.
Yeah. I think one day maybe I'll go hunting, but the real reason I wanted to go is because our daughter wanted to go. We have a daughter who just wants to be just like her older brother, and so she wanted to go, and I was like, okay, we'll go for one day and then I'll bring her home. And it's too cold. Anyway.
Your thoughts on the new Weatherby Backcountry 6.5 RPM? I think it's cool. I'm not the biggest 6.5 fan, but I think it's a pretty powerful 6.5 cartridge. So, yeah, really lightweight and has power. It's good enough. But again, I'm not the hugest 6.5 fan. You should try hunting in Quebec, Canada. Yeah.
I'd be down for going to Canada.
Yes.
But do we need passports now to go to Canada?
You've always needed passports, haven't you?
No.
Oh.
Back in the day, I did not have a passport. I've never had a passport. So Gary, we'll come to Canada and go shooting and go hunting with you, and you can come to Utah. Come with us.
This is a different Gary, by the way.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, Gary Solve.
Oh.
There was Gary 35 was the one from Canada.
So Gary...
Maybe he's in Quebec.
Yeah. They're different.
Different Garys.
Everybody should come hunting in Utah. Oh, wait.
No,
it's
not
busy.
that great. I mean, if you can draw out on like a limited entry, it's really good. But I don't know. Just if you don't draw out on limited entry, it's not that great of hunting. I think that Gary says, awesome, sounds good to me. Come for a spring bear hunt. Tons of fun. I would love to do that.
A bear hunt?
So is it black bear? Maybe I can, when I get a 257 Weatherby, I think that would be a perfect black bear cartridge.
Okay, so when Austin went on his hunt, he saw bear tracks, and that day or night, I called and asked him if he had seen any bears or if there was any bears, and he's like, no, there's no bears. It's fine. And then he found bear tracks.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I would want to go on a bear hunt. Don't
You
die.
got a gun. Okay, Gary is French Canadian.
Oh, cool. I took French in high school. I know none of it.
Everyone has come to Utah. I see out of license plates every day. I'm not sure what that means. What?
Well, hunting. They come hunting in Utah.
Oh.
That's why you said it was so busy.
Yeah. It's only good if you limited entry stuff. Like, I haven't been deer hunting in a while because I've been trying to get my points up so I can actually get a deer when I do go hunting. Yes, black bear. 257 Weatherby and 120 grain partition or 100 grain TTSX would do the job fine. Yeah, I think it would be great. I think that'd be a lot of fun to go black bear hunting. So, excuse my ignorance, Gary. Do you eat the black bear or do you just leave the carcass there?
You can eat bear?
That's what I'm wondering.
Oh.
Some people do, but I don't think people do usually.
Okay. I want Austin to do a series about cooking the stuff that he gets, like deer or
I have
elk
some whitetail.
or white-tailed deer. Would people watch that if he like cooked it up and
Tried it? You could see my
natural
facial
reaction?
expressions of me going, "Whoa."
Austin, as much as he edits, he cannot edit his face when it comes to food.
Yeah. Probably be entertaining. No, I've had the whitetail. It's not too bad. What other questions do you guys got for me? Okay, Gary answers my question about eating black bear. We eat the meat in the spring. It's very common here. It needs to be cooked like pork because of the potential. I'm sorry. I don't know how to
Tricholoius?
Anyway, it's not good for you if you undercook black bear or bear in general. You get really sick.
But does it taste like pork? Or does it taste
Yeah,
like...
what does it taste like?
Does it taste like deer, elk, beef?
What do you do for a living? I'm a YouTube star.
Yes, he is.
No, I work for a local university. So.
And I am an aide for school. And so now I'm doing Christmas cards for all the students I work with.
So yeah, I work for a university.
Yeah. Jess is the one that said he was a truck driver?
I think so.
My uncle is a truck driver for Walmart. He's been doing it for 20 years, and he loves it. He does like 6 days on, 2 days off, rotate. Anyway, we love truck drivers in our family.
Why does Weatherby not take advantage of the 7mm Weatherby caliber? Their factory load options are weak. Do you mean in velocity or just options like in bullets? I mean, I think their loads are pretty hot in the 7mm Weatherby that they do offer. But it does seem like Weatherby has kind of neglected the 7mm for whatever reason. Other parts of the Providence where there are no spawning salmon, they hunt them in the fall as well. The meat tastes fine and not much different than deer or moose. Okay.
Wait, the bear tastes like deer?
Deer and moose.
Other parts of the Providence where they're spawning salmon. Man, if Austin hunted salmon, and I know you don't hunt salmon, you fish salmon, but then I'd be on board. I love salmon. I grew up eating salmon, like cedar planked salmon. Oh, so good.
Jess says, I'm just a bum truck driver. No, you're not.
No way.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Truck drivers are hardworking.
Yeah,
it's hard to be
very
a truck
much
driver.
needed.
Yeah.
Very much needed.
For sure.
My older brother, who's really into hunting, he's a sales manager for a trucking company.
Yeah.
So
we're big fans.
Bullet options. Okay. Yeah. Hillbilly, any info of rifle black powdered? Black powder? None in my area. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, Hillbilly. Okay, 7MMs just aren't cool anymore. But the 7MM Weatherby is pretty impressive. I meant dumb. I couldn't even spell it right. Laugh out loud. Yeah. I would rather see the 7MMs be more popular than the 6.5s. But I'm all about the power, so I don't care about recoil. Gary, about salmon. Yep, we eat a lot of salmon here, and it is a big part of our diet. My wife loves fishing a lot and is very good at it.
Nice.
I just don't like salmon.
Which is okay for us. So I eat all the salmon and he doesn't. But I would give credit to Austin. He tries it. Like he's tried it all sorts of ways. He's tried fish.
It's not very good.
But there's some other fish that you like. Like when we went to Hawaii, he tried some
mahi.
Mm-hmm. But man,
basically fish that doesn't have a fishy flavor, I like.
Yeah.
But then they're just kind of plain.
But whatever reason, salmon is just not his favorite.
Or fish in general.
Yeah, that's true. But salmon is my favorite. It's great. I grew up eating it. I remember watching my mom like debone and gut all the salmon in the front yard. Like it's crazy. So it's really good.
Here in Utah, I just grew up fishing trout. So fly fishing. I really like fly fishing. And trout's not bad.
But I would say we have been married for 10 years and Austin has not once gone fly fishing. But the fishing pole is in the closet.
Yeah. I don't really like eating fish, so.
So don't hunt it if you don't want to eat it.
No, there's catch and release.
Oh, okay.
Growing up, I did a lot of fly fishing with my family. Okay, Jess says sturgeon is awesome, but they've been overfished here, so we can't fish them anymore. All right.
I don't think I've ever had sturgeon.
Neither have I.
Oh. What's that one?
I didn't really understand his question, so I asked what he meant.
Oh.
Powder, I meant. Okay. I don't have any black powder cartridges. I think it'd be fun to get into, but I don't have one.
Do you have any more info about them? Do you know much about them?
Not a lot. I've only shot a couple of them. Okay. Sturgeon, he's only had it a couple times. It's white meat and it's delicious.
You might like that then, if it's less fishy flavor.
Smokeless. Yeah. Yeah, and sorry, I don't know much about them. Salmon does taste like trout. We get it fresh, which makes a huge difference in taste. That fishy taste should never be there. I imagine it's tough to get fresh salmon in Utah. It is. But I've had fresh salmon, and I still don't like it.
That's true. Well, his dad and brother and uncles have gone fishing in Astoria, Oregon, and then they flash freeze it and bring it back. And that has been really good. They even smoked some of it. Oh, it was delicious, but Austin still don't like it. He still tries it though, so I feel like I can't hold it against him.
No.
It's not like I'm a big deer fan or elk fan.
She has tried duck, though. What did you think of
Once.
duck?
Well, I mean, the way your dad prepared it was pretty okay, but I had a bite, and
It's
then I was
nasty.
done.
It's nasty. It's really gross, in my experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine, of course. You may like halibut or cod from the ocean. Yeah, I've had halibut and cod. It's not bad. In fact, we have some of that in the freezer right now.
Yeah, we do.
Halibut and cod.
Yeah.
My oldest brother went up to Alaska and got salmon, halibut, and cod.
And rockfish.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Ooh, a new person. Kellen. Hi, Kellen. You need Copper River salmon or Kenai. I don't know how to say. I'm probably butchering Kenai River salmon.
Where is that? Where is Copper River?
Is that Alaska?
We always need food from Alaska. So you have a couple guys on here from Canada, some from Washington, and a couple from Utah. Oh, Alaska.
Sweet.
So I have a cousin who lives in Alaska. We've never gone, but we've always wanted to.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to go moose hunting up there.
Do you think you would like moose?
Yeah. I've heard it tastes like elk.
I've
never tried a moose, though.
It's been a long time since I've had elk, so.
Blake is from Missouri. Nice. So I assume you do a lot of like whitetail hunting. What else can you hunt in Missouri?
I was just going to say the same thing.
I've never been to Missouri, so.
I had an aunt who lived in Missouri once, though. And Kellen, what else do you hunt in Alaska? I want to know. Is it moose mostly? Bear?
Probably caribou.
Caribou.
Mm-hmm.
Also, okay, guys, on here, what is the best tasting game? Is it elk? Is it deer? Is it duck? Is it pheasant?
It's probably pheasant.
We had pheasant the other day.
Yeah, for Thanksgiving or Black Friday, I went up, did a pheasant club, and it tastes just like chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, Kellen from Alaska. I personally like elk better, but moose is just as good.
Dang. I would assume moose has just so much more meat on it. That would be crazy.
Okay, Blake says in Missouri they just opened elk and bear.
Whoa.
But they are tough tags to get. I didn't know there were bear in Missouri.
Because bears are everywhere. They're the worst. That's why I don't like going camping very often.
Turkey is big out here too.
No.
Nice.
Like wild turkeys? Just.
Yeah, you can wild turkey here too.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Gary. Caribou.
Caribou's your favorite to eat?
I think that's what he's answering.
Okay, so I lived a little bit in New Mexico, and I met an old farmer dude, and he said his favorite meat ever was donkey.
Donkey.
Yeah, he said it was just tender and it tasted good. Has anybody had donkey?
Gary, black-tailed deer or stone sheep is the best tasting here. Moose and caribou is excellent.
Sheep.
I've had
Well,
lamb,
lamb.
and it was nasty. What
Maybe it's the way you had it cooked.
I think the way I had it was not very good. It was very gamey. Like just as gamey as like
duck?
bad deer.
Oh, bad deer.
Like mule deer that eats sagebrush. Okay, Kellen says, what I hunt depends on the season. Okay, Jess has only had black-tailed deer because he's in Washington. A lot of black-tailed deer there. And elk, like them both.
Yes.
Nice. I've had mostly elk. And
duck.
It's not bad. And yeah.
You grew up eating duck, didn't you?
Yeah. So my older brother was obsessed with duck hunting, and he would pawn off all the duck on us little brothers. It's nasty. Yeet yeet. All right, back to dream rifles. Would my Weatherby rifle and 340 be from Wyoming, Cali, or Japan? Wyoming. I'd want a new one. It'd be cool to get the WY on the barrel.
What does it mean, Wyoming, California, or Japan? Are they made in different places?
Yeah. Weatherby for a long time, well, for most of the time, has been located in California. But way back when, they used to have their rifles made in Japan.
How come?
I don't know.
Not American made, huh?
They are now. Then they've made them in California and then recently Wyoming.
So if you got one from Wyoming, it would have a WY on it, and that would be cool. Okay.
Okay. Gary says wild sheep is much different than domestic sheep, and most consider it to be the absolute best meat.
Really? Wild sheep? So, like, are you talking like mountain
goats?
No, not mountain goats. Isn't there mountain sheep with horns, or are they goats?
Yeah.
Wild sheep. Huh.
There's really not much sheep hunting in Utah.
Yeah.
Would love to get a Wyoming made Weatherby myself. Yep, I agree. Completely agree. My Vanguard, it was obviously not made in Wyoming, but I do think it actually has something that says it's shared in Wyoming. Okay, Callan says stone sheep or doll sheep. Doll or doll.
How interesting. I never have had sheep. We're going to have to try so many new foods.
Yay. I personally like, my favorite game is beef.
Yeah, we've got a freezer full.
Jess says, I like stainless guns being in Western Washington, obviously with all the rain, but I'm liking the Cerakote.
What's a Cerakote?
Basically, it's like a coat that protects the barrel so it doesn't
get rusted.
Oh my, have you seen the yellow and brown Wyoming version? Very loud. Yeah, I don't really like it. I just want a deluxe, a Mark V deluxe. And yeah. Do you think Weatherby will chamber anything in 6.8 Western? Maybe someday if it gets really popular. I bet it will. Weatherby always puts popular chamberings in their rifles. Just wondering if not. I'm thinking 280 AI for my next rifle. I'm intrigued by the 280 AI too. Okay. That's the cowpoke edition, I believe. Pretty wild. Yeah, I don't really care for it. I'm not a huge fan of like yellow and brown though. Ask permission for your Weatherby now, and she will say yes. Hey, Libby.
No.
Can I go get a $3,000 hunting rifle?
What are you doing to me? Did you just say $3,000?
It might be a little cheaper.
Unless
that's not including the scope.
The $300 range.
Yeah.
$3,000 for a gun? Why? Why would you do that?
Because they're nice.
Are you independently wealthy yet? Is that how you say his name?
Yeet.
Yeet. Are you just rolling in it? Can get whatever gun you want?
Some people can.
Are you married? Sorry, that might be too personal.
Kellen, that's what my Fierce cost. See?
What's a Fierce?
It's a rifle. It's actually made in Utah. Utah has got all the gun companies. Browning. Winchester is now in Utah, if you guys didn't know. Browning and Winchester are kind of teaming up. There's Fierce, Christensen, and then there's Barnes bullets. Yeah.
Man. Wait, go back. Is that worth it, Kellen? Is it worth to have a gun that's $3,000? I don't even know if you could convince me that it is.
Okay. Yeet says, no, it's my son's account.
Oh.
No. Okay. We got to catch up.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure my 270 Weatherby will smoke the 6.8 Western. The speed with the 130 to 150 grain bullets overtakes the heavy, long, high BC bullets. Yes. Hashtag speed kills. Yes. 270 Weatherby is a bit quicker. It's right in between the 6.8 Western and the 27 Nosler.
$3,000.
Yee says I sold my house.
Okay.
And then Kellen says the Fierce rifle was definitely worth it.
No. Why?
I don't know. Why do people get $80,000 vehicles? It's because they can. They can, and they enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with a $3,000 rifle.
Oh, I think there's a lot of things wrong with a $3,000 rifle.
This is a bad idea to bring it up.
I mean, when you become rich,
I usually don't talk about how much the guns cost.
When you become rich and famous from YouTube, then you can buy a $3,000 rifle. But man, that's crazy town. I mean, Kellen, is it more accurate? Is it less recoil?
Typically.
Like, what is it? I don't know. Explain yourself.
It's $1,500 each. Your son will get it too. So an inheritance. Hey, I'm going to inherit an M1 Garand from my dad. I'm pretty happy about that.
How do you know you get the M1 Garand? You have 3 brothers.
Yeah, but none of them have said anything that they want it, and I have.
Oh, okay. So sign me up. Also, no, not going to happen.
With what?
Oh, hey, look. That's a cheaper gun. But still out of our price range.
Whatever. I'm pretty happy with the Mark V Weathermark. It's only $1,700. Laugh out loud. Okay, Kellen answered your question about a $3,000 Fierce rifle.
Accuracy was the selling point. I mean, is it like significantly more accurate? Like, you can't miss the animal because you have a $3,000 gun?
It's the same thing reasoning with cars. Your $20,000 car will get you A to B, but so will an $80,000 or $100,000 car. It's just people like getting nice things, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Just
Right?
like you don't like getting nice things.
I'm going to be stuck with freaking Savage Accesses for the rest of my life. Okay. You're not interested in the Backcountry Mark V, just the deluxe? I used to prefer the walnut and now lean more towards the synthetic stocks. Won't be able to afford a Backcountry anytime soon, though. Ha ha ha. Yeah. I think the Backcountry rifle is really cool. But I really like the look of the deluxe. The Woodstock Mark V Deluxe is a piece of history. Yes, it is.
How expensive is that piece of history?
Depends. See, he gets it. Yes, I do. I'm not going to make fun of people that buy really nice cars or really nice guns.
Oh,
hey, if you can afford it, all power.
I'm not making
you.
fun of them. I don't get it. My channel on YouTube is about finance and our budget and paying off our house.
See, if we sell our house, I could get my rifle.
Yeah, okay.
We'd know where to live, though.
In a van down by the river.
A nice rifle is the only thing a regular guy can save up for. They're more refined than a normal rifle.
Okay.
See? It's much cheaper than a vehicle.
Oh, you want to turn your truck fund into a gun fund?
I'm getting close to doing it. Who needs a $500 mixer in the kitchen? You're talking to the wrong lady.
I don't
she
have
hates spending money.
Mixer in the kitchen either. I have my mother's Bosch mixer that she bought 25 years ago, and it still works. I paid $0 for it, though.
True enough. I'm just wondering if you like the Backcountry. That's all. Yeah. I think it's a really cool rifle. I think it's really expensive for what you get, but so are all the Mark Vs.
What is the Backcountry?
It is a really light gun. So it's really meant for backcountry hunting.
So like in Utah?
So for example, my Weatherby gun, the big gun, weighs 10 pounds with a scope.
Okay.
These backcountry rifles could weigh as little as like 6.5 pounds with a scope, maybe 7.
Oh.
So there's a difference.
I see.
Joseph says, would you have your potential deluxe in a 300 Weatherby? Nope. It would be in a 340 Weatherby. Maybe a 257 Weatherby, but mostly 340. I've thought about the 300 because it's like one of the original cartridges, but I don't know. I really like the 340 Weatherby. I watched that, Blake. So Hootie Hoo just put up a Weatherby video a few hours ago worth to watch. And I think I've convinced him to buy a 257 Weatherby mag. Not me, but I think he's going to buy finally a Weatherby cartridge with a Weatherby rifle. But I know he really liked that new Weatherby hunting. I can't remember what it's called, but it's their newest rifle. But I'm excited for when he finally gets a 250, when he finally gets a Weatherby cartridge on his channel. The problem with Hootie Hoo is that he only buys factory ammo, and that's really expensive. That's probably why he's never gotten a Weatherby. So Blake says it's a Hunter. Yeah. It's a pretty cool looking rifle. All right. So what I said a while ago is something I wanted to try new, other than having my wife on, is bringing you guys into the video. If any of you are interested in just chatting it up about cartridges, please let me know, and I'll send you a link. Whoops. Okay. I've always liked Christensen rifles, but don't like how they've become commercialized. I don't know a whole lot about them. So, like I said, well, like my wife said, we're into the really budget rifles. So, Joseph, nice. Thumbs up. 340 Weatherby was my favorite Weatherby. Now I really like the 338, 378, the 30, 378, and the 6.5 300, but they're all great. Yeet yeet. The Africans call the 340 Weatherby cartridge the boom plop. You hear the cartridge and the animal plops. Yes. When I eventually go up to Alaska, that would be my ideal cartridge to have. Jess says, I've handled some Kimber Mountain Ascents and feels sweet for a lightweight gun, but I've read a lot of bad things about Kimber. Barrett Fieldcraft is super light also. I've never heard the Barrett Fieldcraft. I'll have to look into that. Is 500A square considered a Weatherby? It is a murder on both ends. I don't know. Does anyone know? Bubba's question. Oh. Okay, Callan 300 Ultra is all I've ever used up here. 300 Ultra Mag is pretty sweet. Okay, so 500A square is a necked up 460 Weatherby. Sweet. Sounds like a Wildcat. It's on a Jeffrey cartridge. Conflicting information. It's a commercial rifle. I need to look into it more. How's your Christmas cards going?
Oh my gosh. There's 27 kids in the class. And I have done this many. Maybe 10. But this has been fun being in your live. Meeting all your Yeti friends. Or Yeet Yeet friends.
Yeet Yeet says that's a 505 Gibbs. I need to do some more research on the big African cartridges. Okay, he created the rifle after he got in trouble in Africa with the 458 Win. Needs something bigger. I wouldn't be surprised if Weatherby came out with a 50 caliber. I heard so Weatherby has a podcast, and I heard Adam say one time that the reason they've never had a 50 caliber Weatherby is because it was restricted in California, but they're no longer in California. So 458 lot. Now you're just naming all these big cartridges. I'm kind of lost on the conversation. Does this still have to do with the, let's see, the 500A square? Also, a reminder, I did post a new bullet video tonight. I know some of you posted on here, like Jess did. But if you haven't seen it, please remember to go watch and vote. Bigger 458 win is a 458 lot. Okay. Anyway, guys, I think it's been over an hour. It's been a lot of fun, but I think I'm going to call it. I'm getting a little tired.
It was really fun.
Talked all about game meats and dream rifles that I'll never get.
Be famous on YouTube, and you can get it.
Yeah, okay. Ooh, those are big bullets, Captain Bubba. Anyway, thanks so much for stopping by and chatting with me. I will do more chats, live chats, and I do want to like bring you guys on in the videos. So if you are interested in that, just let me know. I think it'd be fun.
If you want to come do a chat with him, you should comment down below and he'll email you or something and you can just set it up.
Have a good night. Thanks. It's 12 a.m. here. Yeah, you better go to bed. Eat. Have a good night, you guys. It's been fun chatting with you and your wife and everyone else. Have a good one. I got to turn in. Me too. Thanks, guys. We'll see you.